In today's video, I'm going to be showing you my Suzuki Jimny. So, as I said, today I'm just going to be doing a little walk around my Suzuki Jimny, just showing you all the modifications I've done to this vehicle since I've owned it. As you can see, got a pretty nice view here. Come out to the beach. I was going to go up to the lakes for this video, however the weather ain't the best. It's a bit overcast today and it's about 4 degrees, so I'm going to be as quick as I can getting this video done. So we'll just start at the front and work our way around. I guess the first thing to mention is as you can see, I've trimmed the side arch and the front bumper. Fitted Jimny bits, front recovery points, hidden winch plate, and on that winch plate I have got the Rhino winch. I think that's about 6 or 7 tons, so more than enough for this little just over 1 ton Jimny. We'll talk about the paintwork as well. As you can see, I have painted the entire car in Raptor paint, which is quite a common 4x4 paint people use, or that's a bedliner paint, but people use it on the 4x4s because it's a sort of like an anti-scratch, if you could say that. However, I've picked up a few scratches on the 1 year this has been on the car, which I'll show you a little bit later on. So moving on to the tyres, I'm running again Jimny bits, 39mm offset wheels, 15 inches, and on them I have got the High Fly MT 601s. They've been a pretty good tyre. The size is 235/75 R15s, if you're wondering. But yeah, like I was saying, they haven't been too bad. Not the best on the road, a little bit noisy, but grip's pretty good even in the wet conditions. And obviously off-road as well, they've been pretty good. I originally had all-terrain tyres fitted, but like I say, I've moved to the mud tyres now, and definitely noticed the difference off-road. Just trying to show the best way to show this. Lift kit I've got on this is the 2-inch VipMods Max Drop kit. As you can see, that just in there. See, I've got the adjustable panhard rod, which I don't think you can see there. I'll show you it on the back, and a extended brake line, which is all required for the Max Drop kit because you have to remove the anti-roll bar, and we don't have to, but it's best to get the best flex from the lift kit itself. So what that lift kit is 2-inch springs, so the actual lift on the car is 2-inch, but it's got 3-inch shocks, so you get the flex of a 3-inch lift without the actual lift of it. I guess if you really wanted to, you could fit 3-inch springs, but you know, lower to the ground, it's a bit better when you're off-roading because it's not as tippy. Although if you remove the anti-roll bar like I have, it sort of goes against that anyway. So just as I was saying, there we go, there's the adjustable panhard rod. That's from Richard Fox. You can see my sticker collection here. I do like me stickers, as you can see on the back window as well. I've got limo tint on there if you're wondering what percentage that is. On the back, again, I've got Jimny bits, rear recovery points. I also have a Tim Lambert's exhaust or back box delete, just to give me a little bit more of a rumble. I'm still young, I like a loud car. So in the back I have DIY'd a drawer system and a bed setup. So I'll just open the drawers up just so you can see sort of what sort of room you get from that. Okay, so there's the drawers opened up. As you can see on the left side I've got a full length drawer, and on the right is half the size. As you can see, I've got a little hatch there which I plan to have a 12-volt system in there, or if not, maybe a second battery just to help out with the winch. So these are on some Amazon heavy duty lock-in rails. They are a bit of a pain to fit if you're not that great with DIY or woodworking, and if you got the proper tools, but got it there in the end, and it is a really nice finish at the end of it. So on the roof of the car I've got a Pete Hazard roof rack with just some waffle boards on there, and my CB aerial, which we'll go on about once we get inside the car. Just show you this was a custom rack. As I say, that was a custom rack from Pete to fit my roof tent, which I no longer have because I'm not a big fan of tents. So yeah, we'll continue with the bash plates I've got on the car now. So starting at the lower front, move a bit forward, I've got a front bash plate. On the side of the car we have the radius arm mount guards, which are very useful. On the rear we have the rear diff guard and rear shock guards. As you can see, the rear shocks hang quite low, so they are very helpful. Something I did not have on my older car, but I do on this one. So let's take a look under the engine bay and see what we are working with. First things first, as you can probably see, is the Tim Lambert bonnet strut. Just means the bonnet opens on its own, which is just handy and it's nice to have. So inside we've got the stock 1.3 non-VVT engine. The winch control box, which is mounted to the, just behind this plastic there is the screws for the control box, which is probably the best place to put it because it's keeps it close to the winch, and you can still use the plug-in remote if you choose to. There's the isolator for the winch, again worth to keep that as close to the battery as possible, which is probably the only place I've been able to actually fit it. We have got an aftermarket Clifford alarm which I hate and I want to get rid of as soon as possible. Other than that, it's pretty much stock under here, so I guess we'll quickly mention very handy thing to have, which is breathers. I've currently got the front and rear diff and the gearbox mount breather kit attached to that. I haven't done the transfer box yet because I haven't removed it, which is what's needed to do the breather kit for that. I guess I should mention as well, I believe that's a Jimny Bits snorkel. Unfortunately, no longer has the Jimny text on the side of it. So inside I haven't changed too much. I guess one of the biggest changes are the Suzuki Ignis Recaro seats, which are very comfy compared to the old Jimny seats. I have also got a Rams mount system in the car, just with a Samsung tablet for mapping. Just the cigarette extension, just so I can get my CB fridge and charging for GoPros, the tablet and my phone. I'll just show you quickly the CB as well, although it is pretty dark, so let me just adjust the seats here. So there is the CB mounted to the back of the drawer system. I don't know how well you can see this because I know it is pretty dark, but that is the T600 from Thunderpaul. It's the full kit, so the aerial and everything came with it. So I think it was about £100 for the full kit. Definitely worth it. A lot of people still use them for the 4x4 community. and yeah, it's just a nice handy thing to have to keep in contact with people. So that's pretty much my Suzuki Jimny fully shown off. I'll just quickly show you some of the damage I've caused with the Raptor paint on. So one of the big things, the full plastics around the bottom had a much lighter coating than the rest of the body, so they have faded slightly and took most of the scratches. However, there are two, one on each side. I don't know how well you're going to see this. Just on each side of the body where a rather big branch has brushed up against the side of the car. Again, pretty much on the same side. I have to try and find it. Just there in the centre of the screen now. However, it has actually taken a bit beating on one of my last trips, because I've just noticed this the other day. There is a few little notches of paint missing on the Raptor there, and just on this back door here. Again, I haven't mentioned it, almost like a little scratch. I'm not sure how well or how easy it is to touch in the paintwork. I'm going to be doing a Raptor video in the future once the weather's a bit warmer, so maybe we'll experiment in that video on how to touch up your Raptor paintwork on your 4x4. But that's it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and just got a bit more information from what the vehicle is that I personally drive. I am going to be doing a new rust buy-in guide, or just a buy-in guide in general for the Suzuki Jimny. However, I'm trying to find more of a stock Suzuki Jimny to do that on, just for a bit more of an accurate representation. So yeah, until the next video, I will see you then. Goodbye.